Hello world and welcome to another edition of DecisionDeluxe.com. Here we have conversations around business and academia, and we would love for you to join. You can join us through a conversation on the hashtag DecisionDuloho on your Twitter feeds. Today we have with us Odra, a dear friend and a respected colleague in Lancaster University. Welcome Odra, welcome to our show.
Thank you very much, Kevin, and I'm really happy to be here and have this chat with you today.
Thank you, and we love having you on board as well. Odra, before we go into the depths of who you are, can you tell us a little about yourself?
Well, yes, I was born in Caracas, Venezuela.
Right.
And I'm a master's student of international business here in the UK. Mm-hmm. And well, I started my career as international business consultant, a general consultant. I was hired by the Industrial Chamber of Venezuela to conduct a program in a medium-sized company, mm-hmm. which aim was to exploit the potential for exporting of this company. Finally, we made recommendations to the director of the company,
right.
and together with him, mm-hmm. we selected the most competitive products to the most competitive markets, mm-hmm. and then conducted all the logistic process which I was involved in, mm-hmm. To bring these products to these markets that we selected.
All right.
Yeah, after that, I was hired by healthcare company, mm-hmm. and I started there as an inbound and tracking analyst, mm-hmm. And I was doing the process in the other way around because I was importing in this time,
right.
And it was quite interesting because I learned all the logistic process. Last year I was hired by another pharmaceutical company.
All right.
It was a short experience in terms of time, and I started to do lobbying with the local authorities to get the quota to import pharmaceutical products, mm-hmm. as well, mm-hmm. and it was quite interesting because I developed, good abilities and qualifications in terms of institutional relationships.
That's a pretty wholesome and interesting career so far.
Yeah.
A quick question, since you had so much experience, what has been the most challenging role that you've had, or the most challenging situation that you've been in your career so far?
Well, this is quite interesting questions because I have many examples to give, mm-hmm. you, but I think the most challenging things for me have been, for example, the fact that these multinational companies have certain norms, certain rules to comply with, mm-hmm. and in these emerging markets where we develop in, it's quite hard to, in a way, match these two things. That in a way you are being pressured to get the results, but in the other way you got constraints in terms of developing in a smooth way your, mm-hmm. process, right? So in that way you have to combine and try to bring the process in a smooth way and try to reinvent all the time and see the process from different perspectives, right. So you are able to innovate and make it more efficient every time.
So you talked about a lot of processes that have to be re-engineered. So what is the biggest challenge? Process re-engineering or getting the people to accept these processes?
Well, yeah, and you made that question, and it came to my mind the fact that I participated in the merging process of two pharmaceutical companies. It was quite complex and challenging because we had to combine the processes of these two corporate mm-hmm. companies or two different corporate cultures and bring it to a new corporate. So in terms of which is more difficult, well, the processes are difficult to change, but you have to evaluate them. But to get the people to know the process or to move to a new process, I think is quite complex because people is normally resistant to change. Absolutely. And they are not prone to change the things like from one day to another. So you have to work hard on getting the people to be convinced about the changes and that this is beneficial for the final output. And you have to work really hard. It's challenging because you have to continue working on your normally tasks, but at the same time you have to work in meetings, trying to change the process and trying to make the people see the things in a different way.
I completely resonate with you on that fact. I myself am studying change, and I can understand this is the biggest challenge, getting people to change their minds. How do you do that? So was the change successful at the end of the day?
Yeah, it was successful. The company is working and is really successful in terms of sales and processes.
Congratulations then.
Thank you very much.
So You said that you're doing your master's in Lancaster University. I also know that you're doing your master's in international business.
That's right.
For the sake of the people out there and people who are intimidated by the terms business and logistics, could you break it down for us in the most simplest of ways? How would someone out there understand what international business means?
Yeah, well, international business is everywhere. Globalization is everywhere.
Absolutely.
We don't see this, but it is in our daily life. I could say that from the beginning, I don't know, of the trade barrier abolition, I don't know, maybe 70 years ago, with the creation of the World Trade Organization, this flow of merchandise and products started to go faster and move faster in a more international setting. So, for example, the banana that you ate this morning came from the Caribbean. I don't know.
Yep.
The wine that you're gonna drink tonight maybe is Italian, or I don't know, the computer that you are using is from the US. So these are small things that you don't see, but impact your daily life. So international trade is about that, to bring products and benefits to people that enjoy in the daily life in a smooth way. And that is what professionals like us, you know, we do this, and we try to make this in a sum game that everyone is going to be benefit.
Interesting. I would like to invite you for the Italian wine that I'm going to have this evening.
Oh, that would be really nice. Thank you.
So what's next for you? Where is all this going to go?
Well, I expect to continue developing in an international setting now that I'm in the UK and enjoying this experience of having friends from all over the world and knowing about the culture. I would definitely like to continue learning from people and to work in a job that provides me the opportunity to grow with my colleagues and learn from them, and bring in my experience from my country and the things that I have learned in a multinational setting will be for me, the greatest things that I could do. And I would like to continue developing in the supply chain, maybe leading these areas in logistics, and I would like to explore more about maybe strategic planning. I'm interested in that area as well.
Best of luck with that.
Thank you very much.
Before you go, I heard a rumor that you have another talent. Would you like to share that with our audience?
Well, it's not singing. Well,
Okay.
yeah. It's I'm a broadcaster. I started this career when I was really, really young. I'm not going to say how many years ago it was.
All right, we'll keep that a secret.
Yeah, but well, I started learning by doing in this area. It was interesting because you never know. You think that you have the qualifications to communicate, but it's quite hard. And now that you are doing this, you could realize how hard it is.
It is.
Right? So yeah, in a way, it's a good chance for every professional to learn how to communicate in an appropriate way and to take advantage of this in whatever you want to decide in your life, in your career. So you can combine both things. So maybe in the future I could combine, a radio program with my career, because are absolutely compatible.
Very interesting. I hope to listen to you on radio someday.
Yeah, I hope. Yeah. Why not?
Very nice. Thank you for having this conversation. So before we go, tell us, how can we find you on the internet if somebody wants to reach out to you and ask you questions about the topics you've talked about?
Yeah, of course. My LinkedIn site is linkedin.com in Odra Rodriguez.
Thank you very much. Guys, please reach out to her if you have any questions about international business. Her knowledge is tremendous and she'll definitely be able to help you out. In addition to that, please follow us and watch these videos. Leave your comments. We are available on #DecisionDeluho for your comments. You can watch this video on decisiondeluxe.com, and you can follow me on Ceiling Watcher on Twitter, where I'll be leaving articles on HR and business related topics. Thank you for being with us on this journey, and we look forward to hearing from you. Bye-bye. Thank you folks for being part of this. This is how you can reach out to Odra. And interesting. I would like to invite you for the Italian wine that I'm going to have this evening.
Oh, that would be really nice. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Before you go, I heard a rumor that you have another talent. Would you like to share that with our audience?
Well, it's not singing. Well,